I'll just mention that you're involved in the BSB series. What's your actual title? I know what you do, but what's your actual title there? What does that involve?
I'm a judicial steward.
Can you say that pissed?
And I can spell it. Yeah, it's basically Dave Francis, clerk of the course, and I'll be going into, is it 4 years next year? Yeah, I'll be going into 4 years this year as judicial steward. It's basically, well, it's all the crap that happens, like the Alex Lowe situation at Assen, and you know, that's where the bring.
So that was your decision, was it?
You get me lynched in here. No, it's like having like you said, an ex-rider, an ex-team manager, blah blah blah, in that position, who can relate to it and give their opinion on it. You know, it's not something I enjoy sometimes when people are slamming the table in these meetings and slamming the door on the way out, and you're a load of this and that, and you know, it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth sometimes. But then again, the paddock is pleased I'm there, and you know, I do my best and I give an honest opinion.
No, and not, like you said, not an easy job sometimes. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. Has anybody got any questions for Reggie? You want to see the photos? Yeah. I'll let you.
Don't show them to the children, you'll scare them.
Any other questions?
I'd just like to ask Roger about his riding experience with the late Joey Dunlop.
Yeah, where do you start? Obviously, I raced Joey for a lot of years, and been billed as his main competitor throughout his career. So we had some big battles. We had some coming together and some words, and but at the end of the day, we remained good friends, and I greatly admired what Joey could do on a motorbike. And they all said he could only ride on roads, but I've seen him lead races at Donington on short circuit. If Joey was up for it, he could do it. And for somebody who smoked and drank more than me, that's credit to him.
I think the two races I watched last night at Donington Park, the first ever World Superbike meeting, with some fantastic names in there, some very fast people. I think Joey finished third place on the podium. You know, just shows how good he was, and a mega all-round rider. Anybody else?
When Hale made a comeback, you raced against him. How did you rate him at time? You know, with riders that name like Machine and the other top rider?
That's a really good question, and I can answer that because I had close up of him, and at the TT when he made his comeback, I broke down at Windy Corner, and I think he'd passed Phil Reed or somebody, and he come down that towards Windy, and I jumped back, and I thought he wasn't going to stop at the corner, and way he threw the bike on its side and went round that corner. It was just unbelievable, and it just made the hairs on the head stand up when he had some hairs on the head. And you know, it was fantastic. And then obviously he won at Mallory, and then we went to, I never spoke to him, we went to Donington, and there was a company called Mocheck Honda, and I think Stan Woods was injured, and he asked me to ride, and it was my first ride on a 4-stroke, and it was me, Aylward and Haslam in a 20-lap race, and we dropped Ron off a bit, and there was me and Aylward passing each other, and I forgot what it's called, the corner before the back straight at Donington. the way he could go through there, he was something really, really special. And you could see why he was so good, because my bike was quicker and I kept passing him down the straight, we kept dicing. And on the last lap, coming up to start the last lap, he fell off onto the back straight and I won it. And then I came round and he waved me down and he had his helmet on and he patted me on the shoulder and he says, "Well lad," he said, you pushed me to the limit, I fell off, I deserved the race." And I thought that's one of the highest accolades I've ever been said to me. And when he got on the back of the bike, took him to the start and finish, there was hundreds of photographers and press, and they all saying, "Oh, did you have a puncture, was this, was that?" He said, "No," he said, "that bloke there went quicker than me," and he said he pushed me till I fell off. And I thought, what a gentleman. Yeah, top doer.
Any more questions, please?
Did you have a favourite circuit when you were children?
I think Oldham Park was my favourite, and the Ulster Grand Prix was my all-time favourite track.
Any more? Okay, well thanks very much mate for coming up and having a chat this morning. You're going to come back this afternoon. Just before we go, just one last little story. I said I've done a bit of homework. I don't know whether you can tell this story or not, but I've been asked to ask you a question about dog shit between your toes.
This has obviously come from my grandfather. We're staying in an hotel at Scarborough, and we'd had a bit of a party downstairs, and then went to bed. And there's one of them hotels where you have to go down the corridor to the toilet. So I went to the toilet, and of course, when you've had a few beers, you sit down, don't you? Us men know. And a bit dizzy. And as I sat down, I thought, something don't smell so good in here. And I looked down, and there was this crap coming between my toes. Somebody missed the bog and shit on the floor. So I was obviously not feeling too good. Went to the bathroom, washed my foot, got in bed, woke up next morning, I thought, God, this bed stinks. Anyway, I forgot to wash my other foot and it was on there and all. But I never stayed at that hotel again.
Right, big round of applause please. Thanks very much. Of course, if anybody would like anything signing or any questions you want to ask Reggie personally, pop up the station for a few minutes before he goes off and gets a brew. Thank you.